Hello everyone, welcome to today's lecture. In our today's lecture, we are going to learn about data transformation and data transformation technique. So let's start. So data transformation is the process of converting a data from one format to another. The most common data transformations are converting raw data into a clean and usable form, converting data types, removing duplicate data, and enriching the data to benefit an organization. During the process of data transformation, an analyst will determine the structure, perform a data mapping, extract the data from original source, execute the transformation, and finally store the data in an appropriate database. So the operational database developed can be based on any set of priorities which keeps changing with requirements. So therefore, who develop the data warehouse based on these databases are typically faced with inconsistency among their data sources. So transformation process deals with rectifying an inconsistency. One of the most common data transformation issue is attribute naming inconsistency. It is a common for given data element to be referred by a different data names in a different databases. For example, employee name may be a EMP underscore name in one database and ename in another database. So it may create a inconsistency. Thus, one set of data names are picked and used consistently in the data warehouse. So either EMP underscore name is considered as an employee name in whole database or ename as a employee name. So in data transformation, that type of thing may be happen. So once all of the data elements have a right names, they must be converted to the common format. So this conversion are of some types like characters must be converted ASCII to embedding or vice versa. Mixed text may be converted to all uppercase for consistency. Numerical data must be converted into a common format. Data format has to be standardized. Measurements may have to convert for example, either it is converted into the rupees or dollars, etc. Coded data, suppose there is one field for getting a gender, yes, so it may have a value like male, female, yes, so either it is taken as male or female, either it is taken as M or F, so that must be converted into the common format. So that type of thing needs to be considered when we transform our data. All these transformation activities are automated and many commercial products are available to perform this task. So basically, as shown in figure, we have a mixed data set. Yes. So the first step is cleaning of the data set. So we get the clean database. After cleaning process, we are transforming the data set. Yes. So we prepare a data into a clean and usable form, and on that transformed data, the data types may be converted. Duplicates data are also removed. Yes. So the types of transformation are done after the transformation process. So this transformation has been done via some techniques. So some of these techniques are used for data transformation are, first is a smoothing. Yes, now we all know that by using the smoothing we can remove the noise. So smoothing is a process of removing the noise from the data. So the techniques for smoothing are binning, regression and clustering that we already know. So this figure shows that these are the noisy raw data. Yes, this black data are the noisy data. After applying the smoothing, that all noisy data are smoothed, so that all noises are removed from the data and it creates one smooth graph that's shown in the red line. So this is how noise will be removed after applying the smoothing. So these all are the noise. So all that noises are removed from the data after applying the smoothing technique. Second is aggregation. Aggregation is a process where summary or aggregation operation are applied to the data. So in general we can say that it is used to summarize the data. So we can say that also it creates a data cube of that summarized data. So for example, the daily sales data may be aggregated so as to compute a monthly and annual total amounts. So this step is typically used in constructing a data cube for data analysis at multiple abstraction levels. Yes, so suppose we need a data for analyzing the annual sales. So for that we are creating a one data cube. So from whole data we summarize that data and stored in that data cube. So that type of process is called the aggregation. So as shown in figure, this is a whole data. So we are converting the data into a summarized format. So that is the work of data aggregation. So in short we can say that if data is given, then if we are applying aggregation technique on that, so it summarizes that data. So that aggregated data is useful for our task. Third is generalization. So in generalization, low level data are replaced with a high level data by using a concept hierarchy climbing. Yes, so as shown in figure, we can see that this is one type of tree, this is another type of tree, and these are all different types of trees. Yes, but at the end these all are the trees. So we can generalize that data and say that yes, this is a tree. Suppose this is the name of this tree is A, name of this tree is B, name of this tree is C, and name of this tree is D. Yes, so by using this different name we generalize that name with the tree name. So that is the concept of generalization. Yes, so these are called the low level data or detailed data, and we are replace that low level or detailed data into the high level or generalized data. So that is the work of generalization. Next is a normalization. So normalization scaled attribute data so as to fall within a small specified range such as 0 to 1. As shown in figure, here is the price value. Yes, so the values are too big here, so we summarize that value into one specified range. Suppose here we normalize that range into -1 to 5. So all the data is normalized into that range, so we can easily compute or we can easily use that data. So we can easily evaluate the data. Yes, so for that we are normalize the data. So in short, in the normalization we specified one mean and max range, and whole data is normalized into that range. This is useful when we want a data only in 0 and 1. So on that 0 and only 0 and 1. So on that type of situation we can normalize our data. Fifth is attribute construction. So in attribute construction, new attributes are constructed from a given set of attributes. So as shown in figure, suppose we have squares of each alphabet, but we doesn't have any spelling. Yes, so we are constructing by joining that alphabets, we are constructing a spelling, one words from that alphabet. So in that situation we are creating words from the alphabet. So here we are creating an attribute. Yes, so this is how attribute construction is worked in our database. There are some columns that is already available, and by using that columns we are constructing one another columns. So that is called the attribute construction. So this technique is helpful in generating extra information from value data. So this technique can be helpful if we have fewer features but still they contain a hidden information to extract. So in that situation we use the attribute construction data transformation technique. So these are the some techniques by using that we can transform our data. So in today's lecture we will learn what is a data transformation. Data transformation means converting a data from one format to another, and it has a data transformation technique, and to do this there are some data transformation strategies which are smoothing, aggregation, generalization, normalization and attribute construction. Thank you so much for listening. Have a great day.